What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic one time with the LDVC up in the building. Speaking on Canelo Alvarez saying that on boxing scene there's a big difference between the guys Triple G, Gennady Golovkin has KO'd, and me, Canelo Alvarez. And I definitely agree. I've been singing those sentiments way before this fight has even started. The guys that Gennady Golovkin, Triple G has been facing has been tailor-made to make him look good. All of them. Since he's been on American TV. Every guy has been straight up and down with no boxing ability, besides Kell Brook and Danny Jacobs and Willie Monroe for the most part. Has been straight up and down since he got on American TV. And the one guy that was able to box and that was naturally slick, Kassim Uma, gave him all types of issues before he stopped him in, I think, 8th round. He was just too big and strong for Kassim Uma. Go back and watch that fight. I say it all the time. All these guys were tailor-made, Proska was tailor-made to look good for him. He really wasn't shit. Rosado, we know, stepping stone. No offense to him, but that's what it is. Dominic Wade, limited. Willie Monroe can box, but had no power and no real experience on that level, on a world championship stage level. Matthew Macklin, you know what it is, garbage. No offense to him, but at that point in his career, he wasn't what he was when he first started on Martinez. Daniel Gill, nothing special in my opinion. Curtis Stevenson, a puncher with no boxing ability. David Lemieux, a puncher with zero boxing ability. Kell Brook, a good boxer, but didn't have the size. Danny Jacobs had the size and was able to box, and that was his real true step up. But Daniel Jacobs was just not a natural slick fighter, more of an offensive fighter, but he did showcase some slick skills. I think Canelo is a guy that's not going to stand in front of Triple G. He's going to be able to do what Danny Jacobs did, but make it look more fluid with upper body movement. At least he's going to try, He's a better counter puncher than Danny Jacobs. He's a better upper body mover than Danny Jacobs. I think Danny Jacobs is a bigger, stronger guy with a bigger punch and longer, obviously. But I think Canelo Alvarez is a slick guy. He reminds me of a poor man's James Toney with his upper body movement. He's not as fluid as James Toney or naturally as gifted as James Toney, but he does some things. He has that plotter, type footwork that James Toney had, but he has good gifted upper body movement. He's going to be able to be slick and slip shots under and sneak Triple G with uppercuts and body work. And that's how he's going to get it done, versus Triple G with the body work and the uppercut and the jab. Because he's going to look smaller than Triple G in that ring. Let's just face it. It's not going to be as small as he looked versus Chavez Jr. He looked like two different weight classes in there the night after. But he's going to look smaller. But he's going to be able to be too slick for Triple G in the beginning part. But it's all about, can he sustain it? Can he sustain it? And can he take Triple G punch? That's all it is. Can he have the stamina, to sustain, being defensive-minded, slick, and keep his offense attack on point? He's been looking better stamina-wise. But in this fight, he can get tired. But he's definitely right. There's a large talent gap between anybody other than Kell Brook and Danny Jacobs. It's a large talent gap. And I think between him and Danny Jacobs, there's a talent gap for sure. But we're just going to see how wide that talent gap is. I think Canelo is a more talented fighter than Danny Jacobs. He's done more than Danny Jacobs at, the fraction of the age. But, it's a large talent gap. Rest of those guys, Triple G was beating with nobody in bums, in my opinion. Guys that were one-trick ponies. Canelo is not a one-trick pony. He can do multiple things in that ring. He's the most gifted fighter, naturally gifted fighter that Triple G will fight. And it's the barometer to see how good Triple G is, We know how good Canelo is. We just has never seen Triple G in an upper echelon fight like this. This is your boy CJ Goodfellow with the Boxing Clinic. We gone.